And we back. Guan. Almost messed up my own thing being too damn excited.
Look at you. Already messing up.
Oh my goodness. Hey man, look, the regular season is over and we here for the playoffs, baby. And not only are we here for the playoffs, you are now tuned into After the Buzzer with your host, ATB SHOM, aka Show what you want to call it. And I'm here with my main man, Josh. ATB Josh is in the building. What's going on, brother? How you doing?
Hey man, it's the end of basketball, bro. We postseason ready, and I'm burning up because it's hot as hell outside.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. I got the.
It's not because of the jacket, yo. It's not because I just put this on because I didn't want y'all to see my beater shirt. So
you know what I'm saying. I got a beater on too, but I ain't got no chest. You know what I'm saying. So I ain't,
you don't got no chest.
I ain't got no chest. It's the cage underneath it.
It's just bones. It's just bones right there. Skin and bones, ain't?
Hey man, look, I've been skin and bones since the age of.
You gotta hit the gym, bro. You gotta get your summer body ready, bro. Summer body.
I ain't consistent in the gym. I ain't gonna lie. I'm just not. I'll go. You won't see me for another 3-4 months. I'll try again. You won't see me for another year.
How often you go in the gym? How good? Like you do like a twice a week? I would say twice a week. Be like a twice a week kind of person.
So like I had a membership and then I just canceled it. So like I had a membership like
to where? Planet Fitness? Because that shit is ass. That shit is ass.
Cheap. What you mean? Like I'd rather take that route.
It's cheap, but it's ass. Like
no. It is absolutely.
Like it's that like my boy go to Planet Fitness. Like he the only one in a group that go to Planet Fitness. I think the rest go to so LA Fitness got bought. It's Esporter now. And
now it's Esporter. Is it Esporter or is it Esporter?
I don't know. I think it's Esporter when I pronounce it, it's Esporter.
So but put out the E right there, like Esporter.
Yeah, I put Esporter, but and my other man go to Edge Fitness. So
they don't got a 24-hour fitness.
Nah,
you don't know what 24 is?
Oh,
they probably don't got that in South Jersey. Then.
I'm about to say I ain't never seen a 24-hour fitness joint.
I ain't even heard. I've never heard of the last one you just said. So I'm just like,
oh yeah, Edge Fitness is like near my Chick-fil-A. So it's a bonus for me. It's near my Chick-fil-A and it's there. But I'm like the only place to go to Planet Fitness. I gotta go all the way to Black Horse Pike to go to Planet Fitness, and I'm like, I'm not driving all the way over there.
That sounds like a drive, actually.
And plus, Esporter is like across the street from my crib, so it's right across the street from the Walmart.
They definitely did have like 2 Esporters like right near their Rowan too, which was crazy. They had one. Yeah. I don't remember the street, but I just know there was 2 close to each other.
That's over, bro. It's postseason action now. Where do you want to start?
Ladies and gentlemen, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to the podcast. You can also follow us on all of our socials right there in the description. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. All right, Josh, let's go.
Where you want to start? You want to talk about the best moment of the season? You want to talk about the player picture? You want to talk about the regular season awards? Where you want to start?
Damn, this is.
It was a good season. It was a good season.
Great season. So I think we should just start off with the moments then.
Yeah, all right, let's go. So obviously, 2023-2024 season is a wrap. A lot of stuff happened this season. A lot of new faces that popped up. I mean, we saw the emergence of SGA, Anthony Edwards. I mean, what else can you say? But what was your best moment of the season? I know mine. I know mine's by a mile.
Oh, then you might as well go ahead. So
hey, bro, the best moment of the season goes hands down to Draymond Green.
Draymond Money Green.
Draymond Fitzgerald Green. I just made that I laid that middle name up, Fitzgerald. I just put that in there because make sure it sounds good. Draymond Fitzgerald Green is the moment of and he has moments. So let's start with what I think 2 months into the season against the Timberwolves. He choked out Rudy Gobert.
Y'all get y'all tussle on. But where the fuck is Rudy Gobert? Big fella, get your motherfucking ass over here. You started COVID, nigga. Somebody get him out the NBA and into the UFC octagon. Since you couldn't keep your hands to yourself, I'm gonna put my hands on you. You had us playing in a bubble, nigga.
Which is the highlight of his season. That to me is the highlight of the season. Choking out Rudy Gobert. Everybody saw it. You couldn't escape that video.
You know what's funny about that? When you saw Cat on the side try to pull him off, but he really wasn't. He was like,
I literally said, Cat, you got to choke him. You got to turn into a choke train at this point, bro. Like, Gobert, Rudy, Draymond choking Rudy, you got to choke Draymond. And then Clay, I couldn't choke you. We're going to get a choke train up in this joint.
Pause.
Pause what?
Get a choke train up in here.
Nah. Oh snap! A choke train, bro.
Yeah, we getting a choke train, bro. The safe word is Oracle.
Nah, B, that ain't it. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, that's crazy.
But no, seriously, no, like, cause that day, I was watching that game live, and I just couldn't believe it. And then the meme that came afterward was a baby boy with Jody getting choked out.
Mom. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Call for your mama. I stayed off your ass out of respect for that woman. But if it wasn't for your mama, I would have broke your little ass down a long time ago. Jody?
Oh yeah, that's the perfect picture for that, yo, because then you can't compare it to nothing else besides that. When Jody got yoked up in the church
by Melvin, I was done. He was like, "Mama," I was like, I swear to God, Draymond, I swear to God, Rudy was like, "Cat." and then when you see the like the basketball podcasts they record afterward, I think Patrick Beverly had the best reaction to this because he since he played with Cat in them,
right?
He was like, "Yo, Cat, I taught you better than that, bro." If
somebody, he was perfect.
I was like, yo, please, why is Patrick Beverly the only one making sense here about Cat not choking Draymond Green? And then 2 weeks after that, he pimp slapped Jokic, Yusuf Nurkic, which was hilarious. That was hilarious. That was
crazy because it was not even just a regular just pimp slap. Like he caught that back from back here. You can't even see my arm right now. That's how long.
Like, you know what happens when you see like how black people see a flying insect like a bee or something, and how we get
and they just start swinging like.
That's what Draymond did. Yeah, but nah, that shit was funny. That Draymond was hilarious. But what's your best moment of the season?
So it is crazy because most of this stuff happened early in the season. Most of this stuff.
Oh, we had it was a hot early to the season in the NBA, just in terms of content to talk about. It was funny.
It was great because, like, you know, my favorite moment personally had to be the moment when I think Giannis, I forgot how much he had, but I think it was like
it was a 60 or 61 point game.
And the Pacers took the motherfucking game ball, bro. Like, yo, that had me crying.
Giannis wants the game ball. I think the assistant coach for the Pacers maybe make sure he's going to get it.
That's not even a funny part about that situation that they stole the game. But it's the funny part is when they Pacers social media account posted why they took the game ball. They was like, we wanted to give it to what's his face for scoring his first bucket. Wasn't even an actual NBA point because he scored it in a free throw from a free throw line. I'm like, it doesn't really count as a first bucket. Like it was a free throw shot. So
technically for some people it do.
All right, it's 50-50 on that, but
50-50. But if you wanted like a real buck, they just wanted a way to just like, hey, nah, we gonna take this ball away from Giannis.
Oh my God, that was the best moment because we had an interview for the Blue Coats with Ricky Council, I think, and Ricky Council or Turk Smith, I think, scored like 40 points or something like that. And we joked around, say, "Yo, did you get your game ball?" He was like, "Did you get the game ball?" He was like, "Yeah, I got it." I was just like, "Yo," because and Jalen, I think that week after Jalen Brunson scored like a career high, like a 50 or something.
Yeah.
And they asked, like, they had to make sure, like, yo, get the game ball for Brunson.
Game ball, because you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta protect that.
I remember that too. I remember that day so clearly because I saw that I was laughing. I applauded it because that's like top tier pettiness, bro. I respect that, bro. I get like somebody just scored 61 on me on my home court or whatever, bro. I'm like, yeah, you're not getting that ball back, bro. F that. You're not getting that ball back. That ball gone.
He was going crazy that game. Like shout out to Giannis for going crazy that game. But and the messed up part is they don't even know to this day. That they even got the same ball, man. He don't even know. They probably just gave him one of them other balls or something like that.
Yeah, no, he mentioned that.
They asked the reporter. They asked some reporter asked him after. He was like, "Do you even know if that's the right game ball?" You're like, "I don't know."
Nah. He said he wasn't sure because they didn't feel like it. Like,
Yeah, it didn't feel like it. Yeah,
I believe because I'm not giving that game ball up. Like, yeah, nah, this your game ball. Now get out of the locker. Now get out of the locker room before we call the cops. Get out of the locker room before we
you
call
know
the
what I'm
cops.
saying? Like, yo, but that's Giannis hood in a sense. So like, you can't really tell him to get out. That's his. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He run that Pfizer for him. You know what I'm saying?
No,
That's
I can't tell
shit.
you to get out. Get out of here. I can't tell you to get out. You in our locker room. You can't be in my locker room, bro. You the opposing team. Get out my locker room.
Man, that's wicked, bro. That was wicked. But that was my favorite moment of the season because, like, yo, there's probably so many more that we probably could talk about later down the line. But as a top tier moment, that was it.
Like the Draymond and the Giannis one, I think are definitely gotta be our top two because there's nothing better than that. Like that was just such hilarious moments. It's just watching everything unfold the days after. Like everybody was laughing their asses off. Like it was just like hilarious. All right, let's move on. All right, let's talk about the playoff picture, man. It's set. The playoffs are here.
Postseason, baby.
It is postseason time.
Let's see what this bracket, man. Like, but the thing is, it's not going to be like an easy thing easy fight for the Celtics if they happen to face the Heat in the first round.
If you're the 76ers, you want to win this game because you want to face Boston, and plus you can take on the Knicks, and the Knicks don't have no big bodies to guard Joel Embiid.
We have no freaking size. That's what I mean. Yeah, Mitch is cool. Yeah, he's back cool. But then we got Isaiah Hartenstein. Yeah, he's cool.
He'll
what
get
the hell that's going to do against
they're going to get Hartenstein and Robinson will get abused on the defensive end by Joel Embiid, and God bless, and you're gonna have to stick OG Anunoby on them next, and that's gonna look terrible. So then, because now you're looking at, if you're the Knicks, all right, we have to find some way to deal with Joel Embiid, and we got to find a way to deal with Tyrese Maxey, which I believe they can handle because they got Josh Hart and Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson is going to do a lot of scoring, obviously, and you're going to have to hope that Dante DiVincenzo is going to have I always butcher this name. I can't pronounce this dude's name for the save of my life for whatever reason, but Dante is going to have a consistent series in order to win. I can't pronounce his name I don't know why. I try to say it, and every time I butcher it.
Nah, it's just funny every time you do.
Like it reminds me when I used to try to pronounce your name. Like I just give up at some point.
Yeah, trust me, though. Trust me, I get it. A lot of people give up trying to pronounce my name.
Like they see it's Shomer. We just see Shomer, and after that, it's just a bunch of letters.
Just a bunch of letters trying to mix congruent too much. But anyway, Dante DiVincenzo, yeah, all right, cool. That's gonna. We got wing defenders. That's the thing we didn't have last year. So
we got wing defenders.
We got cooked last year. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only thing I'm not worried if we face Miami the first round.
And DiVincenzo is having a great season with the Knicks. His numbers are up in all aspects. So he's having a great season with the Knicks. I think they're talking about he might be most improved player of the year candidate. I just for the Knicks, honestly, yo, dog. We talked about this a little bit off I don't know if I want the second seed because I don't want to play neither Philly or Miami.
But I feel like if we play Philly, it won't be as bad as people making it seem. Like we still got bodies down there, but yeah, we got wing defenders that will end up kicking their defenders, and we got a better. We got a better point guard. So we
definitely got a better point guard. We definitely,
you know what I'm saying? So like,
I thought you were saying better coach. I'm like better coach than Nick Nurse. I'm like that's 50-50, bro.
I don't know.
I'm leaning toward Nick Nurse.
But that's going to be a great. But that's going to be a great coaching battle when it comes down to Tom Thibodeau and Nick Nurse. That will be a great coaching battle. Same thing when it comes to Miami and Miami and New York.
Joe Mazzulla versus are you talking about
I'm just saying for the New York aspect. From the
no, it's not. No, it's not. Eric Spoelstra is going to coach circles around Tom Thibodeau. He did it last year.
But Thibodeau he's a defensive menace. Yeah, I feel like defense don't translate into the playoffs. Does it not?
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying when I look at the Heat, I look at playoff Jimmy. I look at Jimmy Butler, who I watched destroy the Knicks last season in the playoff.
They had like I ain't seen it too. I was mad. I was upset.
Like they had no answer for him. And now we're talking about a Knicks team who are going into the playoffs without their second best scorer, actually third best scorer, maybe at this point, without Julius Randle.
When we didn't have wing defenders last year, we barely did.
We didn't have wing defenders. Now we got wing defenders with no bigs that could score. So it's like we sacrifice one to lose another.
I mean, what if we all right? Just saying it, just putting it out there, right? What if we lock up Jimmy and bam, start tweaking? I'm just saying, I don't know.
I think
because you can say the same thing could happen even with Philly. Like
I think it's easier to guard Bam than it is Embiid.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's
like I think Hartenstein, Robinson, and OG can handle Bam more. They can't handle Embiid at all, and they can't. Embiid, that's gonna be like trying to guard Shaq, and just for that they're gonna get murdered.
I don't even want to deal with that. You are absolutely right.
Like I joked around for this. The only chance they got to stop Embiid, that somebody gonna have to fall on his leg to grab a rebound.
Josh Hart, we gonna need you. Josh Hart, hey, look, we don't need 20 points from you like you did last. We need you to hurt people. I'm sorry.
That's for we ain't shit for that. We ain't shit for that.
Hey man, look, I respect everybody and I really don't want nobody to get intentionally hurt. But I will say this. Just to get to the damn playoffs, I mean the damn
the second round,
we gonna take anything we need to get there. Okay, anything.
Well, that's the thing. Like if they lost, they would have lost against Chicago, which I honestly thought they were going to just forget it and just tank against Chicago. They would have played the Pacers, and I'm like, ooh, would I rather play the Pacers or Miami or Philly in the first round?
God forbid nobody gets injured. But since we are talking about the Pacers, right? Because I'm gonna revert back.
I like this matchup though, Pacers and Bucks.
Yeah, Pacers and Bucks. Going into this now, people were speculating that whoever faces Indiana is going to be in for a dogfight the first round. They're probably the most dangerous team to bounce out a top seed going into this first round.
Yes, they are. I agree with that.
So let me ask you this, Josh. What do you think is the likely possibility of the Bucks losing in the first round to the Indiana Pacers?
75%. I think it's a high chance. I think it's a high chance they get. I think there's a high chance they get bounced. I think it's a high chance. I'm gonna keep it a buck. The Bucks have not looked their best the last bit of the season. There seems to be a lot of inner turmoil going on with Doc Rivers, Giannis, and Dame. A lot of people are saying if Dame doesn't want to be in Milwaukee, I believe him because he wanted to be in Miami. He's stuck in Milwaukee. So the question is, does he want to be here for the long haul? Now you're dealing with Doc Rivers. All right, Doc. Doc Rivers is one of the top 5 most people who have the most pressure coming into this playoff because this is your last chance.
Yeah. Hey, don't forget, he's still on a 3-year contract. I mean, he might get fired in 3 years.
So is Adrian Griffin and so is Mike Budenholzer. So at this point, Milwaukee's paying child support money to three different baby mamas.
Yeah. So that's a crazy comparison.
That's what it is. That's what it is. You got baby mama Budenholzer, you got baby mama Griffin, now you got baby mama Doc Rivers. So you got to figure out what you're going to do. And if they lose, this is a chance. If they lose this series, I said 2 people getting fired. The general manager and Doc Rivers are getting fired, and there's going to be a whole culture change come Milwaukee in the offseason. So there is a chance they can lose this series, and Indiana plays Milwaukee really good.
They definitely do. They had their number this season, even in the play-in tournament.
I'm about to say they also beat them in the play-in tournament. But when they last played, was that Adrian Griffin? Was that an Adrian Griffin coach team or Doc Rivers coach team?
I think that might have been a Doc Rivers coach team because I'm pretty sure they played one time after that.
All right, so I don't know.
They played a lot in the beginning of the season. They definitely played a lot.
Yeah, and that was Adrian Griffin.
Yeah, that was Adrian Griffin. They had a better record, by the way.
Yeah, I will ask the last thing: Rick Carlisle versus Doc Rivers. I'll leave it at that.
I already know.
Rick Carlisle versus Doc Rivers.
I already know how that's gonna go.
Whenever Doc gotta be able to make adjustments, bro. This is it, bro. Last chance. This is the last. This is it. If you do not win here, if you don't get to the finals with this team, and I mean the actual, not conference finals, the final. Actually, I'll take it back. You gotta make conference finals for them to give you another year. But if you make it to the finals, they'll give you more confidence.
Yeah, because I'm about to say, what's the farthest the Bucks been since they won that championship? They haven't even been to the conference finals, have they?
I don't think they've been to the conference finals. I think the second round has been the highest. So if they get bounced out first round, second round, I think that's it. Somebody getting fired.
Yo, that's actually crazy. They have really not. Let me fact check when the last time the Bucks actually been there, because we're gonna move on to the Magic and Cavs, but
I don't think they've been to the conference finals since they won. I think because when did they win? 2021, 2022?
Yeah, 21. Mm-hmm.
21? Yeah, I don't think they've been to the finals since. Like, not to the conference finals anyway.
Let me see playoff history.
Because it's been second round exit. First, they lost to Jimmy Butler and them in the first round. I think that was last year.
So they lost in the first round last year.
Yep.
They lost in the conference semifinals the year before that.
Who did they lose to?
They lost to the Celtics.
Okay.
That was the year the Celtics went to the finals.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, they haven't.
Yep. 2021 was the last time they went to the finals. Then the conference finals.
That's insane.
Yeah, because that was the KD foot playoffs.
Oh my goodness, that is not. Wow.
Yeah, pressure's on.
Wow. Yeah, they got a lot to do. Yo, if they don't get it together, yeah, expect some trades to happen in that organization. I'm just saying.
I think Dame might be gone. I don't think Dame wants to be there at all. I truly don't.
I don't know who's gonna pick up that contract.
I don't know if Giannis wants to be there now. If it's looking like this.
Nah, Giannis gonna be there. He gonna stay.
So I'm just saying. But you want to move on to the Cavs and Magic?
Yes, sir. Since we already know the Celtics is gonna play somebody between the winner of between whoever wins that Bulls Hawks matchup, the winner of that one between the Sixers and Heat, most likely going to be the Heat. So we already know who's probably going.
It's most likely going to be the Heat. But damn, I'm back. I like this matchup too, Cavs Magic. I think it's probably going to be one of the more exciting playoff series because Donovan Mitchell again is back in the playoffs. But I want to see what Apollo does too. First playoff appearance.
Mm-hmm.
Orlando's had a very
first time too.
Yeah, Cole Anthony. Orlando's back in the playoffs in the first time since God knows how long. I'm honestly I don't know.
20.
What, the Dwight days?
No, it hasn't been that far. I could have sworn they was in it in the bubble.
Were they in the playoffs in the bubble?
I think so. I'm gonna fact check that. Let's see. Orlando Magic, right?
Yeah.
Last time these fellas been to the playoffs was the bubble.
Oh, was the bubble? Oh, okay.
Yeah, they kicked the Bucks. The Bucks kicked their ass.
I didn't even know it was. I didn't even remember that. Damn.
Yeah, 2019, 2020 is the last time the Magic been to the playoffs.
Damn. All right. Well, I thought it was been longer than that. Shit. Well,
that was that DJ Augustine squad with Jonathan Isaac. That's when he got injured.
Yeah, it's coming back to me.
Yeah, that was that time.
But yeah, I'm excited for the squad. I picked Cavs though. I think Cavs got it. Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland. Jared Allen has got to have a better series than last year. Obviously, lights can't be too bright this time, big fella. Yep, lights can't be too bright this time. Evan Mobley, I expect to have a good series as well. But I got Cavs in 6.
I expect what's his name to have a great series. What's his name? What's the point guard name? Man, Darius Garland. Garland, I expect him to have a very good series because they got so many point guards they're gonna throw at you from the Magic side, then Cole Anthony and Markelle Fultz. So that's that right there. I'm excited to see Markelle Fultz in the playoffs. That's number 1. P5, my boy P5, Paolo Banchero. Only concern I have right now they're not better than him because Paolo dropped 40 on these guys like at least a good amount of times, like a good high 30s. And in one game, he dropped 40 on the Cavs. I remember this. Now, my only thing is, right, they have defenders to try to defend against him. Like, they got Strus and they got Niang. All right, that's cool. But putting them against P5? Yeah, it's not happening. He's a really it's not gonna happen. And then you got the bigs that can match up with them. I just feel like the Cleveland got more talented offensive bigs than they do down in Orlando. Goga Batazde not doing nothing. Wendell Carter Jr. not doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I think you're right. What did you say? Cavs in 6?
Yeah, Cavs in 6.
If Paolo can really lead the charge, I believe the Magic can win in 7, but I think Cavs in 5 or 6.
Yeah, I'm excited to see because I'm excited for Paolo to get more mainstream now to be on the national playoff game. So I'm excited for that.
That's been the meme all season with Paolo that he's the only player that's actually been balling this season that has gotten no national attention. Number one pick to get no national attention, none of the thing. You know what I'm saying?
Celtics are going to the finals in my opinion. Nobody's beating them. I'm just saying it right there.
Hey, I can't get mad at it. It's hard for me to
going to the final. Celtics is going to the finals, bro. So we can just move on to the Western Conference. So Clippers Mavericks. I've been talking to my man Mo. Shout out Mo about this one. I think Mo. if you're the Clippers, you want this series. This is the series you want because if defensively, also there's a lot of pressure on this team now. The team as a whole, the Clippers as a whole, as an organization, there's pressure on them because they got to win. Like it's the time is now. But
The time been now since Kawhi showed up.
That's true.
I'm just saying.
You absolutely right. The time has been now since Kawhi showed up. But for this matchup, you going up against a hot Luka who might be MVP. We'll talk about that a little bit later too. But you're not going to stop Luka. You're not going to slow down Luka. Your best bet is like, all right, can we slow down Kyrie? Because if Kyrie and Luka get off, it's going to be a long series for y'all.
They don't got the guards for it though.
They don't. They don't.
But your best bet is to rely on your wings to stop Kyrie. You need at least one wing to at least stop him. So if we got Paul George that can guard Kyrie at least for a couple of possessions.
So who gonna guard Luka? Kawhi?
Yeah, put your best defender on him.
Yeah, then that's the plan. Then that's your best plan. Kawhi's gonna have to. They're gonna have to switch off. Kawhi's gonna have to guard Luka. Paul George gonna have to guard Kyrie and switch off James Harden gonna get smoked by Kyrie, and Russell Westbrook not gonna be able to deal with Kyrie.
Oh yeah, I was looking forward to that too. That's a great matchup. Westbrook versus Kyrie in the playoffs. Ooh, baby,
that's a good matchup. But like defensively, and Westbrook has gotten a little better defensively. It's not god awful, but it's still not enough to take on Kyrie. Kyrie gonna boogie on that. Kyrie gonna boogie on that, man. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's go crazy.
Boogie on him.
I can't say this. They definitely upgraded in their size last year, so that's good. That's good in Dallas. You know what I'm saying? Derek Lively, and also my condolences out to Derek Lively. You know, his mother passed away, so condolences out to that man. But once they get their bigs together, they got better bigs than they do against. Actually, no. They got more mobile bigs on Dallas than they do in LA. Because LA got great bigs for size and doing what they can do to their strengths, like in Zubac and Plumlee. Plumlee's still he's not the high flyer he used to be, but you know, he can get it done and his finesse at the basket. He probably like really got great finesse at the basket. I'm not gonna lie. Probably the best in the league. One of the best. Joel's obviously up there. And Jokic just 2. So he's probably like, I ain't gonna lie, probably like 15. But anyway, right? The point is they got actual size to where they can compete with each other. So Dallas might have the advantage in terms of size and athleticism.
I think Dallas have better scoring too.
They definitely do. Tim Hardaway coming off the bench.
I think Dallas got the best scoring. But the Clippers are better defensively. So it's kind of like an offense-defense matchup. But and the Clippers have good scoring because they have a one-on-one player in James Harden, but they don't got a better one-on player than Dallas. Dallas got the 2 best one-on-one players probably in the league.
Yeah. You really can't beat that. So you're going to have to double teams at somebody. Somebody going to get open. And then you already know they got shooter knockdown. Oh, yeah, it's Clips. So what you got? Who are you taking in this series?
Based off the pressure the Clippers got, they got to win. Because if they don't, it's blow-up time. So Clippers 7.
Clippers and 7?
Clippers and 7. It's blow-up. If they don't win, it's blow-up time, bro.
Nah, they're going to run it back.
They're going to run it back with the same squad?
Nah, they're going to have to make some changes. Somebody's going to have to take another pay cut.
That's what I'm saying. It might be blow. I know Kawhi. I don't even. Did PG resign?
Nah, they still in talks right now. They talking about PG going to the Knicks. Yeah,
I wouldn't be mad. At it, but I wouldn't be mad at it. But...
You know what I'm saying? Or PG going to the Sixers.
Ooh, I would be mad at that.
That's what I'm saying. So right now, it's not even a set in conversation thing. They're just trying to figure that out. You know what I'm saying? Trying to still get the works within that. So, I honestly. Because you brought up a great point with that Clippers point. I want to say Dallas, but only if I would only pick the Clippers because Dallas not going to disband their whole team.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But if Dallas do lose,
Dallas not going to play any good defense. I'll tell you that. It's going to be
but they got the bigs for it. That's where they're going to, because they can't get it in their guards. They damn sure not going to get it in their guards. So they got the bigs to try to at least make up for it in their defense. So I'm going to just go with the Mavericks in 6. Mavericks Dallas in 6. Yeah,
I like that. I'm definitely gonna pay attention to that one because I'm probably gonna watch that one more. So, Timberwolves Suns. Let's go with this one.
Last one. Timberwolves and Suns.
What are your thoughts on this? Because I don't even know how to feel about it. Part of me want to pick the Timberwolves, honestly, only because I don't know what they expect from the Suns. I truly don't know what they expect from this team.
Well, like I told you, this is one of the best defensive teams out west. So, in terms of the Timberwolves. Going against KD and them, you're going against a highly touted offensive team, going against a highly touted defensive team, but has great offensive players. And
I'm about to say Cat and
you know what I'm saying? They got shooters. They got shooters. Nas Reed is a factor that they're not taking into account because
Nas,
this is a
who
man
is
that was
also a
runner-up.
candidate. I'm about to say he about to be candidate. He might be winning 6 man of the year.
You know what I'm saying? And shout out to Nas Reed, Jersey. You feel me? Going crazy out there. But my only thing is that Phoenix got shooters. They got shooters and they got people that could.
They just re-signed Grayson Allen.
70 mil, by the way.
Yeah, shout out Grayson Allen. Got a 3 or 4 year contract.
Damn near leading the league in fucking 3-point shooting.
Yeah,
at a crazy clip. I'm gonna figure it out at the end of this episode, but it was at a crazy clip. He was probably, I think he still is leading the league in 3-pointers. But defensively, I feel like I said, I talk about this in another episode. Defense does translate into the playoffs. I was just advocating for that for the Knicks. You know what I'm saying? That defense translate into the playoffs.
I'm not
so
saying
if there's defense, but a lot of people don't think it will. That's the thing, because they think defense is just like, oh,
no, I think
take that.
I think what the question when it comes to this team is, no, I'm speaking of the Suns, is the inconsistencies of it. When is consistency going to show up for this team, especially when your big three barely have played together?
Yeah,
like when that's like really one of my big question marks. Like I've seen y'all really drop games that y'all should have won because y'all don't play. Y'all don't show up. I know KD's gonna do his thing, and I know Devin Booker's gonna do his thing. I'm looking at everybody else. Bradley Beal.
Bradley Beal, no. Bradley Beal, when it comes down, I mean, he hasn't been in the playoffs that often, so that's.
I'm about to say, when was the last time he was in playoffs? 2016, 15.
But Brad can play.
Brad can play, but does he want to play?
He just had 36 yesterday. I'm just saying, like, he could play, but it's the only thing. I just haven't seen playoff Brad that often to be confident in knowing, yeah, Brad's going to help try to at least elevate this team to get to the second. I don't see that entirely. I already told you, this is what I believe. If you get an efficient bowl to already just get that thing started, your team should win. That means you got an efficient bowl. You already got a decent Nurkic. You got KD that's already going. You don't got to worry about KD. You ain't got to worry about Booker. Nor do you got to worry about Beal. The only thing, Beal is just the only question mark due to health. Grayson Allen, consistency. They keep that efficiently and consistent. Suns should win. But at the same time, you got to also make a game plan for that man, Anthony Edwards, who has been too weak on every single team this season. There's not defensively and offensively. They just can't worry about the offensive part because defensively, Anthony Edwards has been stepping up crazy all year. All year. He's probably the talk of the season.
And Anthony Edwards is a MVP candidate. He is an MVP candidate. That is a fact. Anthony Edwards is going to get off on this season. He in this series, he's going to get off. He's going to eat. But I just don't trust the Suns. I'm sorry. Something about the Suns, the way they've looked this season, it's like they should have been. I feel like they should be better than this record. I believe they should be better than this record. Like they have not looked like a championship caliber team, and that's what they got. They have championship expectations, and they don't have that. And I'm like, and I'm looking like this Minnesota team, like, they're not here to play. They are here to take names and kick ass, bro. They're here to really make sure we are here. Minnesota ain't no laughing stock no more. Ain't no joke of the NBA, bro. We here.
Oh, don't forget about Jaden McDaniels too.
Jaden McDaniels,
bro. They're little Swiss Army knife, bro. Who can shoot, who can defend. Oh my gosh. Like he's not even the best scorer, but he could definitely impact the shit out of a game. You know what I'm saying? Look what he did to Clay this season. Clay done ripped up his shit.
Yeah, he fucked Clay up.
I'm sorry, I just had to throw that in there. But yeah, look at the team, man. This is a great team. But the Suns are coached by Frank Vogel, a championship coach. Okay, a championship coach, a playoff perennial coach who had a great time in Indiana. Not only that, a great time in LA until the whole Russell. Damn it, I can't even speak. The whole Westbrook thing. I was trying to say Russell Westbrook, but it was a lot of Russell. It was too much of that.
So I was like, what the fuck? He's doing good, all right? All right. But yes, he did have that, and the whole Russell Westbrook John kind of messed things up, even though a lot of people feel like he got thrown under the bus.
He could outcoach Chris Finch. I'm just saying.
He could.
He could.
He definitely could.
That's the only thing I could say to it. But the Suns are not a defensive team. They're highly offensive. You could say that about the Laker team that he had too, but then again, you had the defense to make up in that in AD. You had the defense to make up in that in Alex Caruso. Same thing in what's his name? What's that guy name? JaVale McGee. You got Dwight Howard. You had the defensive prowess there. Avery Brad, they don't got that with this team.
So let's look at the line. Who would you pick between Bobo or Cat? I'm going Cat.
Cat.
You got interior. So your interior is going to be guarded by Rudy Gobert and Cat.
Yeah.
That's one. So you really got to look at making outside shots now. You're going to have to make outside shots. So, yeah. And now you got Anthony Edwards, and the rest of the guards. I just had a brain fart because I can't even remember their names for whatever reason. I just had a brain fart. That's crazy. But the rest of the guards are going to have to be on the wing and going to deal with your shooters. I think it's just going to be I think it's going to be tough for them to score.
It is. No. Mike Conley going to be able to set him up. Remember, this is playoff Mike Conley too. He has some experience in going into this and knowing how to at least set up Anthony Edwards in the best position.
Yeah.
Cat don't know how to set himself up regardless because he's a stretch big. He can go anywhere on the floor.
Yeah, I'm talking about Phoenix. I think it's going to be hard for them to score. I know KD and Devin Booker going to get their buckets. I'm worried about everybody else.
I think Grayson Allen's going to make a way. If they leave shooters open because they pay so much attention to their scores, then we might have a problem. But if they miss shots, then there's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
But if they don't, then by all means, they're going to be good.
Who would you pick to come out the series?
I think Timberwolves in 7.
Because that's what I'm leaning towards. Timberwolves in 7. I think this is the first round exit, and KD will be off on his next venture.
Oh damn! But no, he still got like what?
That's a joke. That's a joke. That's a joke.
Oh, y'all think
that's a joke? I'm not doing that. I'm joking. Like, cause my man Ant a big KD fan, so I was like, I just thought of him when I said I was like, he's gonna be on his next venture. He's gonna be looking for his next super team. But I'm joking.
You see how I took it seriously? I really thought you were serious that he really could be leaving because KD at this point. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Who would you pick to come out the West though? Looking at this bracket,
Denver. They're the strongest.
I think Denver's coming out the West as well. Moving on. What's the last topic? Oh, our regular season awards.
Right. So now regular season awards, ladies and gentlemen. We've seen a lot of consensus from a lot of people. A lot of people are trying to pick and dictate which way it should go. But since we have our own platform called After the Buzzer, this is the After the Buzzer postseason awards. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. So let's see what we got going on right now. Now, ladies and gentlemen, all right, just because me and Josh are on the same pod and we are good friends, don't mean we gonna have the same picks.
Yeah.
Okay. So it might be a little depending on
our MVP picks might be the same because I just lost mine recently. So.
Oh, really? I thought you just said it was. I'm not gonna say
it was Shea, but Shea hasn't been playing lately, so I don't think he finished the last season. So I don't know if they're gonna give it to him. I don't think I can give it to him, even though like you had a great season, you didn't finish the season all that well because you didn't play. So now I'm looking like, all right, so it's now between Luka or Joker, and I'm like, it might be Joker, unfortunately.
Really, Joker?
Yeah, I think it's now looking at Joker. I want Ant to get it, but I don't think Ant's going to get it. Like that's like a part of me, like I really want Shea to get it. Like Shea has a phenomenal season, and his team is the number 1 seed. So I'm like, and we're supposed to be award winning. I'm like, dog, I don't know.
The criteria. Remember, we talked about this criteria.
His numbers are up all last season. To me, Shea should be the MVP. Like Shea's had. Like Shea, like that to me, that is the right pick, but I don't know if they're going to give it to him because I think they're going to give it to Joker. So my imaginary vote, screw it. My imaginary vote, I'm giving it to Shea.
That's your pick.
That's my pick. Shea, Joker, Alexander.
Now, right, based off the criteria that did happen this year, right? All right, I can go back on my word because I literally Shea, number 1 seed. Leading the league in scoring. All-star. I can't get mad at that. But now I might have to put Luka.
You're going Luka too?
I might have to just go Luka because due to the fact the man did something historic.
He did.
He scored 73.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
I think this is like one of the I think this is one of the tougher years for the MVP because Embiid went down and kind of everything up because everybody knew Embiid was going to win that MVP award. But he
made the race wide open at that point. Him going down.
I think, yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I said this to my homies, and I was like, when Embiid was playing, he was the de facto number 1 MVP. Everybody knew that. Everybody knew it was MVP. So the game became who was going to be the second and third place winner. when Embiid went down. Now we like, oh shit. Now we got to figure out who's the second, third place. Not that second, third place might be that number one. Now we got to figure out who's which. And all of them started turning up in the later half of the season. So it's like, damn, like who do you go? Like Luka has had probably his best season this year.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's how I'm looking at it. Man scoring at least 30 points per game. You know what I'm saying? Shay's also scoring at least 30 points per game too. So I can't even get mad at that. But it's like it's so hard to like for me to pick because something historic happened, but then the criteria Shay matched. So it's like, what do you really pick at that point? I mean, you can't pick no co-MVP, so it's just gonna have to I just pick Luka. Just because of the historic factor that happened this year, according to the freaking NBA. But hey, that's my pick. Right.
Nah, so, I got you.
Now we can try to move on to the, let's say, defensive player of the year. Right. Now, there's only probably one consensus. Actually, no. I take that back because there was a very, 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 very high chance of that man, Victor Wembanyama, becoming the rookie, probably the youngest defensive player of the year ever.
I thought you was. I know where you were going. I know where you're going. I know exactly where you're going.
I'm just saying it's a high chance of it being just a Wemby, but at the same time,
Gobert.
Who playing better? I get it. He's a big, and people really disrespect Gobert so much. But look at him. There's an actual people really don't go to the paint. Yeah, he got dunked on. Okay, cool. But his presence in the paint makes a huge difference, yo. Even when he was out in Utah, his presence in the paint really makes a difference. All right, the numbers don't show it 110%, but that man is a walking double-double.
I don't think the Timberwolves get 50 wins without Gobert's defensive presence.
You feel me? Let alone their defensive presence even starting to make sense without Gobert. You know what I'm saying? Like they got it. Like they already knew they had Jaden McDaniels, cool. That was a good wing defender. And then you had Cat, but Cat couldn't manage his own in the playoffs. We saw that what happened when they played the Grizzlies a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? They was getting cooked. They got cooked out there. Now that you got a person in Rudy Gobert that only worries about just defense his damn self and maybe a lob here and there to throw down. That's all you got to worry about. That's all you got to worry about. And I remember at one point they was making a little rumbling saying Anthony Edwards didn't want to play with Rudy. And I'm like, I don't know.
I would say that Minnesota made it work with Cat and Rudy. I didn't expect it to work, but they made it work.
They made it work entirely. And people were saying this is the worst trade of all time, but look at it. Number 3 seed.
Yeah, I'm about to say, we was wrong on that because I did not expect this to work. But I like the Wemby pick. I think he could win it. I don't think he's going to. I wouldn't be mad if he does. I would like it. I think it'll be dope because especially the way the NBA is starting to market Wemby, especially now Nike with the whole new logo, which was the dope ad.
That shoe was crazy, by the way.
I ain't see the shoe yet, but the logo was fire. I like the logo, but I can definitely see. I think it'll be dope for Wemby to win it. To have someone who wins the Rookie of the Year in the defensive player work, because I don't know the last time anyone's done that. That would have to fact check that. But I think it's going to be Gobert, especially since Gobert in the playoffs. Like, come on, respectfully, Wemby team ain't in the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, they're probably one of the worst teams in the league next to the Pistons.
Yeah,
so, I mean, like, I get it,
but we can move on to Rookie of the Year because Rookie of the Year is Wemby's award. I thought Chet could put up a fight. He did early on. Wemby said, "Nah, bro, I'm different. I'm a different breed."
He is a different breed. And I wholeheartedly agree with you because the way that Wemby's been playing, first of all, it's not like this. Every time I look at Wemby play, I say, wow. I say, wow, every time. And then and I love this so much because this is going to be the matchup of the future. When every time Chet and Wemby play each other, they go the hell at it. And I love it.
Me
so
too.
The fact that they were probably just imagine that little, I can't even think of the word. But that storyline that was going around, that I was buzzing around the NBA between Chet and Wemby being this like damn near the same player in a sense, but the fact that Wemby's more special, Chet put that chip on his shoulder and he was like, I bet when we play each other, it's gonna be something. And they already both playing for Rookie of the Year, but they already, you know how it is. They were giving him the Ben Simmons treatment, saying that he wasn't a rookie. He already played. Basically, he got into the NBA already, but this is his first season playing, so that's.
I mean, Chet had a good rookie year, like just not better than Wemby. It's just it is what it is.
Plain and simple.
I'm like, they weren't even passing the ball to Wemby at the beginning of the season. Now they are.
Sure wasn't. Now they're like, oh wow, Wemby, yeah.
Like Wemby, Yankees doing step backs. I'm like, I'm be going crazy. So
he'll be doing spins, driving, dunking. Oh my gosh, bro! He caught his dunk back on Trace Jackson Jr.
Oh yeah, I saw that. That was nasty.
I mean, not Jackson Jr., Jackson Davis. That was. Oof.
I saw that. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I saw that. And plus, he dropped 40 like the other night, didn't
Yeah,
he?
he didn't. That was like, when he had that matchup against Jokic. No. That's when he dropped 20 rebounds, which is insane.
Oh, yeah, that's even more insane. But Sixth Man of the Year. I'm giving.
Wait. Wemby's our pick for the.
Wemby's our pick. Wemby is our pick for rookie year. That is an accurate pick. Right. Sixth Man of the Year. Give me Nas Reed. I like Malik Monk. I like Norman Powell. I think Nas Reed's had the better season. I think they're going to award the winners, especially like new faces on the team. So,
sheesh.
You
have good candidates. You have Norman Powell. Great pickup for the Clippers. Great key piece because they need a bench presence.
Yeah,
Nas Reed is a huge bench presence coming off the bench. I think that shot.
Nas Reed is like averaging what 13 and a half game. 40% off his 3-pointers.
Shout out Jersey, baby. Shout out Jersey for that one. And
they call him Big Jelly. So
that's for a reason. I remember seeing him play when I was at when he played for Roselle Catholic when I was in high school. I was like, all right, check him out. You know what I'm saying? He really liked that. But and then you got number 3, Malik Monk.
I like Malik Monk.
If the Kings were at a higher seed, I probably would have given it to Malik Monk.
Yeah.
And I still can't get that image of the way he dunked on Chris Dunn this year.
That was nasty.
That was probably the nastiest dunk that happened this year. I mean, there was a lot of nasty, but that one right there, as a guard, like a guard jumping with a guard, you don't see that happen often.
Malik is leading the team in bench point. So I feel like we gotta get that up. We gotta notify and let the audience know like Malik is leading them in that bench points and assists. So it could I think it's gonna be a close one, but I'm gonna give it to Nas. Like I'm not gonna be mad at Malik Monk wins.
I might have to give it to Malik because you leading the league or leading your team in bench points, it shows that how much you like really impact the team. You know what I'm saying? Like not saying that Nas Reed don't impact the team, not saying that Norman.
But it's more of the impact versus no, I know what you're saying. It's more of a team impact because like with him, they're winning games because of him.
And but then again, you could flip that argument in the same way and say that Nas Reed has actually been contributing to the bench points happening for the Timberwolves because you still need a bench presence regardless. You know what I'm saying? So like, but can you rely on that heavily in the playoffs? I think I can rely that more heavily with Malik Monk because they've been there. He's played in the playoffs more times. He's been a starter in that role. You know what I'm saying? So even coming off the bench, it wouldn't be too much for him. And the fact that you're already leading the league, not leading the league, elevating your team and leading your team in bench points shows a lot that you actually deserve the Sixth Man of the Year. So my pick is going to be Malik Monk.
Mm-hmm. I think that's a good pick because I'm about to say if you look at the points, I mean, Bobby Portis, Tim Hardaway Jr., I mean, Norman Powell, like, but it's Malik Monk.
Candidates.
Yeah, it's definitely some good candidates. All right, most improved. This is a good one. Most improved player of the year.
And I see a lot of things that say Scotty Barnes.
I saw.
Look at where the Raptors at.
I'm not picking Scotty Barnes respectfully. I think he had a good season, but I'm not. I think this award is given to Tyrese Maxey. I picked Tyrese Maxey is the most improved player of the year because there's no one expected this leap. Like this was even a jump. This was a leap from last year to this year to letting James Harden walk and putting the keys to being a franchise player next to Joel Embiid, his sidekick, to this kid. Bruh, Tyrese Maxey.
We saw shades of it last year. It was just a matter of him getting more freedom.
Yeah, I agree. We did see it last year, but we didn't know it was like
it was the ascension was going to be this good. You know,
like I didn't expect it to be this quick. Like even from the start of the season, I was like, oh, yo, he's balling, like he's going crazy.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of surprised you didn't pick this other person.
Who? Kobe White?
Nope. Oh, Kobe White had an amazing season. Mind you, this was one of my favorite players that came out of that draft. I think it was the 2018 draft, 2019 draft, one of the two. But he was one of my favorite players. It took him a long time for him to develop because that was a whole bunch of things going on in the guard situation. You know, Alonzo got hurt, so then he was thrust into his development. Try to it was a lot going on in Chicago. But he started to find his footing this season, and I'm loving it. I've seen him with a couple games they played against Miami. I don't know why. Maybe that was the only time I really tuned into Chicago games.
He was giving buckets. He was giving buckets to New York last night too. He was giving buckets to New York. I'm like, Kobe White is the truth.
You know what I'm saying? But hey, that's not even my pick though. That's just a great runner up.
Is it Dante?
But he on that team though.
He on that team. He's arguably could be most improved because his numbers are up. They saying from last season, since he got to the Knicks, like averaging like 20.
Yeah, but I wouldn't put Dante in that category.
Who you got?
It has to be JB.
Jalen Brunson?
Yeah. You don't.
No, I'm not saying it's not. Personally, I think Jalen Brunson should be in the MVP conversation. That's just me. I know he's not gonna win it. He should get an MVP vote though.
He top 5 at least.
Exactly. He top 5. I tweeted this out last night. He deserves to be NBA all NBA first team.
Oh yeah, I'm going to New York.
Like,
I'm starting to ride
if you're not all NBA first team or second team, it's a conspiracy. It's a legit conspiracy. But I'm not mad. Like, it's like, again, Jalen Brunson does continue to improve.
Bro, how many 40-point games he done dropped for us this year?
Yeah, he had a 50-point game, I think, as well.
Dude dropped 60 against the Spurs, but it came in a loss, which is okay. I
mean, I do remember that one. That was a loss. That was a good game for both him and Wemby. But I don't know. It's not that I don't like it. It's just that I don't see it. Like I'll just be shocked because I think he's now in the superstar MVP conversation now. I don't think he's in the most improved conversation anymore. I feel like most improved is like for those up and coming superstar. I feel like Jalen Brunson is now an official superstar.
Yeah, but he got his first All-Star nod this year. Remember, he didn't get that last year, and he was already balling as it was.
He didn't.
Now he put in a 40-point games, 50-point games, 60-point games, leading the Knicks to the second seed without Jalen.
You're the first person to really say Jalen Brunson for most improved. I have never heard anyone say that. Like I'm
looking at it from that perspective.
I might be leaning towards you because damn, like if you look at it like that, Jalen Brunson is most improved player. Like, especially I did all this without Julius Randle for half the season.
Yo,
I was like the most consistent player on my team, getting like at doing this, playing like 30 minutes, 40 minutes a game. So
that's what I'm saying, and that right there just really just opened my eyes to see it, like because there's so many other candidates, but I'm like, yo, they don't really like. They played good, but they're not like. So Tyrese Maxey is the greatest, or even Tyrese Halliburton, they're probably the greatest comparison you could do to that, or the next like top 3 for that. But when I really look at it, I would definitely have to pick JB. JB is a no doubt in my mind. Tyrese Maxey is a very, very close second. You see how close this is? That's how close it is for a second of Tyrese Maxey it is. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that's how I'm looking at it. But my pick is Jalen Brunson.
I like that pick. I like it. All right. Who else were we missing?
So we did Rookie of the Year. MVP, Rookie of the Year.
Coach of the Year?
Coach of the Year. Now, you should go first on this because I was highly shocked when you said this one because I wasn't even thinking about it.
I thought about Tim Thibodeau, second seed, but he's already won it like a couple years ago.
Oh yeah, he did. I forgot. Yeah,
I think Coach of the Year is going to be homeboy from OKC.
Oh, Mike I don't know how to pronounce it.
I guess it's Mike something. That's why I said homeboy from OKC.
We just gonna call him Mike D.
Yeah, Mike D. I think. Come on, man. First seed. They jumped from last year. I mean, the building, the team building, and the organization that OKC has is just second to none at this point, bro.
Yo, for real.
I mean, they draft well, they develop well, they know what they're doing, they coach well, and now they got the number 1 seed. And I think who else he gonna give it to? I mean, there is Joe Mazzulla because he had the most wins in the season for the Boston for the season for any by any other team with the Boston Celtics and 61 wins. I'm not even gonna rule out Timberwolves. I mean, homie from Timberwolves, third seed.
Chris Finch. Yeah, Chris
yeah,
Finch.
I feel like it's a tight race.
All-star coach this year too. All-star coach for the Western Conference.
Yeah, I feel like it's a tight race. I don't think it's as easy as people think. Like it's as close.
I mean that's.
I think Thibodeau will get a nod because of the second seed, but especially where the Knicks were started at and they was inconsistent and they were unhealthy and now they moved up to the second seed. But but the fact that they gave it to him, like I want to say 2 years ago or 2 years ago, I want to say, and they gave it to him, they're not gonna probably do it again. But I think Mike D is it Mike D or Mark D? It might be Mark D.
It might be Mark.
Mark D, head coach of OKC will be your coach of the year. That is my vote.
Yeah, I'll probably agree with you on that. My second closest one would probably be Joe Mazzulla. But Joe Mazzulla, I mean, let me take my Celtics bias away.
You got Joe Mazzulla?
Yeah. Because like at the same time, like this is the team that like, you're getting new pieces on it. Yeah, you was a top seed last year too, but like for you to remain at that and then to like push the envelope forward, go further and actually make like you separated yourself between the you and the second seed by at least 20 games.
He has, I would say, definitely separated not just that, but he separated, I think, his team from a lot of other teams because we thought there was at least there are some people that can match Boston and be close to Boston. And he said, "Nah, bro."
It was a lot of that. It was a lot of that talk in the beginning of the season.
Boston is head and shoulders above everybody else in the East, and that's just what it is. What it is.
It is what it is, man. And I sure, but that's my pick. I think Joe Mazzulla is definitely that guy. You know what I'm saying? For at least for the coach of the year. But what's the last award? We already said, probably this one we could talk about. I mean, not that it's a new award, but not that many people really talk about it. I forgot who even won it last year. It might have been DeMar DeRozan, but clutch player of the year. Now, after the buzzer, gonna have a little special version of this because we are after the buzzer and things do happen after the buzzer. You know what I'm saying? So if I had to give we're going to change this award instead of saying clutch player of the year, we're going to call it the after the buzzer award. All right. So we're going to say who had the best, because there's a lot of game winners this year. Right. So I would say, right, the best, this would go out to the person who had the best buzzer beater. Right. We talk about the moment, the crowd reaction, even the announcing reaction to it, and the difficulty of the shot. Right. And I feel like you already know where I'm going with this one. There's only one person that probably had the best game winner this year.
Oh, Kyrie. Yeah, I thought you was going somewhere else, but then when you said that there's difficulty of the degree of the shot, Kyrie, bro, that floater is still that shit is iconic at this point.
It's super iconic because I had
the running floater with the left hand being guarded by Joker. You're like 5-6 feet from the free throw line here. That's come on, bro.
And Kyrie like 6'5".
Yeah.
You know, I'm going to throwing a hook basically over a damn 7-footer. Come on, man. That ain't easy at all.
Yeah.
That ain't easy at all, man. Like, come on. That right there, even in NBA terms, if we want to give it to the clutch player of the year, I'm giving it to Kyrie still. He got
if you want to talk about clutch, if you want to talk about clutch as in fourth quarter moments, then yeah, I think it's Kyrie. If you want to talk about clutch as in fourth quarter numbers, probably Steph.
Ooh.
Like, that's the thing. Like, it depends on what you're defining as clutch. Fourth quarter moments as in game on the line, Kyrie. If you're thinking like numbers as in efficiency in the fourth quarter, Steph.
Probably Steph. But then again, I could rival that. DeMar DeRozan. When it comes down into the fourth quarter and you need to give the ball to somebody to try to get you a win, DeMar's your guy. Now, it may not translate on paper, but based off their record, for the Bulls record, I get that 110%. But when you watch this man play, watch it. You're going to see it tomorrow when he go into the play-in. You're going to see it. Watch how they give DeMar the ball, and they rely on this man to help get them to win. I'm telling you.
He's like the best offensive player they got, so they got no choice but to rely on him.
I mean, that's true, but still, they was relying on him when they had him full healthy.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, the only thing is now they're probably going to get their full team back by next year, right? They got one more chance to see how this is going to work. Because remember, they was the number 1 seed back in 2020 at the All-Star break, and then everything just went to shit since Lonzo got injured. So we're going to have to see how that goes. But after that, I mean, all you can do is rely on, on DeMar. And I feel like that presence still going to be there with a healthy Zach LaVine, even with the healthy Lonzo Ball. So, I mean.
Is he coming back next season?
I mean, hey, he got cleared for basketball activity, so we're gonna see. It might be a return of the Lonzo Ball, maybe the Ball brothers. Because LaMelo got to get back in here too.
Yeah. Well, we're about over an hour. Anything you want to say before we wrap it up?
Well, shout out to the WNBA players going into this draft. The draft is tonight. What is the date? Because this probably won't come out on the exact time.
It is the 15th, and they're about an hour away from the draft.
Shout out to every woman that is going into that draft. They had a wonderful, wonderful March Madness. When I tell you I was probably locked into March Madness of the women's, probably the most ever in my life because I don't watch college basketball like that.
They outviewed the men by like a couple million. By a couple,
I didn't even watch the championship game. Did you watch the championship game for the men?
Yeah, I for the men, no, for the women's I did. I caught for the men's because the men's came out like I think it was like Raw was on, so I was like, I watched Raw, but then when Raw went off, I watched like the last bit of the game. I knew UConn was winning. I did not care. Shout out head coach of UConn. He from Jersey.
Jersey City, baby. Shout him out.
Shout out for him. Jersey strong. But I honestly I didn't care. Like the women locked in. I was like, oh, glued to my seat.
He's like glued to my seat.
I was like, I'm watching wrestling, bro. Forget it. I ain't watching this game. I'd rather watch wrestling than the men's March Madness, though. It was not. It was cool. He had some cool moments, but the women's was the show. And they proved to you that they was the show, especially in that Iowa LSU game that garnered like 12.3 million people in terms of viewership. Caitlin Clark farewell tour. Excited what she brings to the WNBA. I think more people are going to watch the WNBA this year
just because of Caitlin.
Just because of Caitlin. Only that they have now 30. I think Caitlin is the reason that the Indiana Fever, the team that she most likely will be drafted to because they have the number 1 overall pick, it has like 32 or 31 nationally televised games. Like just because of her. So the WNBA is already putting the marketing machine behind Caitlin Clark. So you're going to see a lot of Caitlin Clark games going forward, which is going. I think this is good for the dub.
They need that.
The dub needs this. I don't get why people hate on Caitlin Clark, but I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna say what I say this. Nobody was paying attention to women's sports till Caitlin Clark really popped off. And the moment she popped off, you had everybody watch her. Now we know about Angel Reese. Now we know about all Camila Cardosa. Now we know about all these other great women coming in.
Cameron Brink, yeah.
All of them, and they about to go to league. So now you got more people out to watch the WNBA. So this is something that y'all need, and that's going to help. More viewership means more revenue. More revenue means more contract for money.
And that's absolutely true.
That's what the WNBA has been preaching. Yo, we want more money, and the only thing they can't get more money is because not a lot of people are watching. And the NBA have done all that they could to promote it. Now it's up to us to watch it. So Caitlin Clark will be the reason they watching it.
And that's literally how they make their money. They make their money off their TV deals. That's how the NBA got blown up. Because how many TV deals do you think they got? They got Bally Sports. They got TBS. Not TBS. I mean TNT. ESPN. ABC.
They got and I think that's what the WNBA need. They need those TV deals. I think right now you can only watch WNBA games on ESPN. I'm not even sure, some local television station, but I think if the revenue goes up and the numbers do well, I think you can see talks of a CBA contract agreement coming up where the WNBA will talk with the television networks, probably like get them on ABC, Turner, or whatever, because that's what they need, more viewership. So I'm happy for them. I'm happy for Angel Reese looks so fine today too, bro. I'm sorry. Angel Reese looks so fine today. I saw a video. She was going through security, like the gate. The officer looked like, "How you doing, Miss Reese?" And he looked back like,
damn.
He looked like he was ready to risk it all. He said, "Yo, my job may not be worth it, bro."
Nah, man. Hey, look, I'm going with her. We gonna go to the league together.
But nah, shout out all of them. Also, shout out South Carolina, Dawn Staley, Camila Cardosa, all of them for a great undefeated.
Be a dog in the league, man.
Yeah, Camila Cardosa's gonna be a dog in the league, but Dawn Staley undefeated joins a legendary list.
They got to give her more credit. They got to give her more props towards this, man. Like, honestly, there wasn't that much attention because it's been the Caitlin Clark show. But yo, she went 3 years. You know how many losses she had in the last like 5 years? I think
1,
3.
Oh, she only had 3. Oh, I thought it was 1. Shit.
No, you're right. It could be 1.
I'm about to say because they went undefeated. I think they went undefeated last year, but they lost. Yeah. Like, this is now undefeated with championship. So now they got it. So like that. Shout out Dawn Staley, wonderful coach, great coach.
And first black woman to ever, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on now.
Oh, to go back. I didn't even think of that yet. Yeah, shout out.
Come on now.
And league in a legendary list. Like, shout out women's basketball as a whole, yo. Women's sports is starting to kill it now. So shout out all the women out there. But that would do it. Shomer, tell them where the good people can find you at.
You can also find us right here on Instagram. You can also find us right here on Twitter. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. We need those likes, ladies and gentlemen. We need those subscribers. And we also would like for you to share it with your other friends, your family. You can share it with your dog. We don't give a You know what I'm saying? Share it with somebody. But definitely, we would love and appreciate all the love you guys definitely give us. This is episode 11. We actually made it through 10 episodes. I didn't even get to talk about that from the last episode that we did, but we made it through 10 episodes. As monumentous on this After the Buzzer side, you know what I'm saying? So a little clap it up right there, you know what I'm saying? But thank you for tuning into the podcast where you guys are listening to I think I just messed that up. I'm sorry. Thank you for tuning into a podcast where we give you an entertaining and interesting view on basketball. I am your host, ATB SHOM, aka SHOM Diggity, aka SHOM, what you want to call it? And then I got my main man here, ATB Josh. Shout out to ATB Josh. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, to also subscribe to his YouTube channel and to go subscribe to it on the audio version of Afro Anime. Can you tell them where you can find Afro Anime, Josh?
You can find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, on all listening platforms, and on YouTube. We just dropped our latest episode today, episode 44, where we talked about Cole letting us down to surrender hold around the world. In fact, you know what? Can't have that up there.
You gotta. Oh no, you're not about to do my man. You gonna keep the other one next to Biggie? You're not gonna take
that's Kendrick. That's Kendrick. Kendrick get to stay. No, Kendrick get to stay.
That ain't right, dog.
Kendrick get to stay. Kendrick, I gotta replace that. I gotta replace. It looks like I gotta replace it with Drake now since Drake fighting back. So
that's like me gotta take this Will Smith joint down. That don't smack Chris Rock. Like, come on, man.
I've been took down my Will Smith joint after the Jada stuff.
Man, I'm sorry.
Just take it down. It's for the best, bro. It's just for the best. Sometimes our heroes let us down, bro. Our heroes let us down. We got take it down, bro. Man, shout out Displate. I bought this from Displate. This is fire though. I bought it from Displate.com. Shout out Displate.
Shout out Displate, man. So that's hard right there. I'm not
gonna
tell you where I got it from. It's a little exclusive deuces. I can't tell everybody.
Hey, bro, I got my own dude who get me throwback jersey. So I got my own dude allegedly.
It's like, no, I'm playing those eBay.
see, I ain't gonna tell y'all my source. My source, I get discounts from him, bro. Like,
Josh really got a jersey plug. So if you really need jerseys and you want a good jersey,
this plug became my plug for my dad because my dad plug during football season. He my plug during basketball season. I get my throwback. So
you see the lineage. Look at the lineage right there.
Hey, bro, you gotta pass the plug off, bro. Pause. I don't know if that's a pause. I'm gonna put pause just to be sure.
I don't even know, but it sounds sus. And ladies and gentlemen, we out of here on that.
We are out.